Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Haas Church of the Internet. My name is Joe, and I'm shaking the camera too much. There we go. Okay. And welcome back. So today I am going to talk about this book I've recently read called 90 Minutes in Heaven. And basically, what happened is that this guy named Don Piper, who was a pastor, he died in a car crash and went to heaven for 90 minutes. How he knows this? He time passes differently in heaven, but on earth it was 90 minutes. So yeah, he experienced some pretty awesome things. Like, he saw some of his friends who were dead. He saw some pretty amazing sights and heard some pretty amazing things. And yeah, but after 90 minutes, he was revived and came back to life. And he was rushed to a hospital in, I think it was Dallas, Texas. I can't be sure. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, so he recovered for a year, and in that year he lamented because he was in pretty terrible pain. I mean, for several years after this, he could not walk properly. And yeah, he wondered why God had given him a glimpse of heaven and then sent him back to earth. And I think he described it as kind of God teasing him. But that's not what God did. He realized later that because of this experience he had, he could share it with other people to be sure that, so that people could be sure that heaven existed. And so, this story teaches us that God has a reason for everything, even the pain in our lives. And I've talked to Christians and atheists about this story, and the weird thing is, they both don't believe it's true. Atheists believe this because, because they don't believe that heaven exists. But the weird thing is Christians don't believe this because, and I've only talked to a few Christians about this, so I guess I don't have a good enough sample, but so far the Christians I've talked to say that you can't go to heaven before before you're... Wait, no, that's not what they said. Wait, I'm trying to remember what exactly they said. Oh, yeah, sorry, that was something different. No, the Christians that I asked, they, said that, they didn't believe it because they think that there are people out there who, use Christianity, like, to hook Christians on certain things. Like, basically what the people who I talked to told me is that they thought this guy made the story up so he could get a lot of Christians to buy his book. But I don't really think that, because he didn't want to tell this story. He was practically, well, not forced, but he had a lot of thinking over doing this, so I think that if it was made up, he he wouldn't have had those struggles. He would have been like, yeah, I want to tell this fake story to get money. But no, he had a struggle over this story, which means it's a real thing. I really think the story is real. And yeah, I think, and he was a Christian for a long time, so I don't think he would all of a sudden want to like cheat on Christians. Um, so I think the story is real, and I think what we can learn from this guy's story is that God has a plan for everything in our lives, especially the hard parts. So keep that in mind, because I know that um for the kids who watch this YouTube channel, especially those who are Glenbard South, finals are coming soon, so God has a plan for those finals and all the study pain that comes with that. So yeah, just remember that. And yeah, have a good week. Bye now.